Happy Monday. Happy Monday. So, I'm recording this on TikTok as well, but I'm also on YouTube. I just wanted to sit and talk to y'all for a little bit. So, come on in. If you're going to stay, tell me where you at. Tell me where you from. Where you watching me from. Oh, this edge control. Thank you so much for joining. So today we just gonna be talking and doing my makeup. I really wanted to focus on I really just wanted to focus on just doing it. Just taking the leap and doing something that scares you, doing something that you're not 100% comfortable with. So come on in. Look, also, I have to just say that I don't know how to do makeup, okay? I don't know how to do makeup, but we're just working with what I have here. So, it's just to give me something to do. Hello, you guys. As you come in, tell me where you're from if you want to. Trying to get some conversation started in here. Like I said, I'm on YouTube too. So if you guys want to follow me on YouTube, we also going live over there. And my YouTube is NAYS Way. But you can stay here also. What's going on, you guys? Tell me where you're from. Tell me where you're from. Now, I feel like this season of my life is just kind of like we just jumping off the porch and getting it done. So when I say jump off the porch, I mean don't take too much time thinking about it. Don't, overthink. Just have your goal in your mind, know what you're going to do and just do it. So for example, I'm a dance fitness instructor. I've been teaching since about 2017, and I've been on social media. Okay, I'm a millennial. We grew up in the social media era, but I always had an issue with posting. So now we just jumping off the porch and doing it, just like this live. Okay, I am not all the way comfortable with just talking to myself. Okay, I don't want to be on here just talking to myself. So it does get a little creepy sometimes, when people just watching and not talking to me. But we'll just try to stay on topic today. So, like I said, I'm a Zumba instructor. And lately, I'm like, look, we about to benefit from all the things that I'm doing in my life. I usually never show my classes. If you guys are following me on TikTok, because I'm also on YouTube, so follow me on TikTok, it's Beautiful Miss Nay. But I go live every Saturday during my class, and we're doing a Zumba class every Saturday morning at 10 a.m. Central Time. So if you guys want to join, you can join, follow me on TikTok and join over there. But yeah, so like I said, I don't know how to do my makeup, but I have these these eavesdrops. I haven't used this, but I'm gonna try to use it today. I'm not a beauty influencer, okay? We just here. We just here talking and getting it done. Okay. Nick Camarillo. Anyways, all right. So sometimes, at least for me, I can overthink almost everything. Overthink everything. So right now, what I'm focusing on is once I have a thought in my mind, we're just gonna run with it, okay? Hello, thank you for joining the live. When you join the live, can you guys tell me where you're watching from at least? So right now on TikTok, I am trying to post more daily. I'm gonna be going live around this time every single day, and we're just gonna have different topics that we talk about. But honestly, while I'm sitting here, I don't even know if I could focus on doing my makeup and talking at the same time because I feel like I'm gonna get caught off track, caught off guard. But remember, as you come in, like the live, share the live, and tell me where you guys are from. Okay, so let's get started on these eavesdrops. Now, when it comes to the makeup, let me just say this because we're going to talk about it a little bit. I have options when it comes to what I'm going to be putting on my face. So today I'm going to use the eavesdrops. Every time I get on here, I'm going to probably use something different. But I also have what is this? A tinted moisturizer. So I have a tinted moisturizer that I use because right now I don't have anything on my face. Sometimes I just use concealer. So today we're going to do the eavesdrops. And if y'all got some tips on what I should be doing while y'all watching me do my makeup, I'm open to suggestions, okay? I'm open to suggestions. Let's see what's going on here. But what motivated me to kind of talk about just jumping off the porch is I seen a TikTok where this girl said, do it scared, do it ugly, do it when you don't have everything together. And that resonated with me so much. Lately, I've been posting like fitness content. I've been posting like me going to the gym, you know, just little stuff like that. I still post my dances, but sometimes I'll be thinking like, oh, I don't have like a cute workout outfit to put on, or I don't have, you know, all these things. And I'm just like, you know what? Your favorite YouTuber started off with nothing, okay? You can't compare yourself to these people who have been doing this, who are actually making money. Like, I am not gonna act like I just got it like that to just be buying all these different cute little workout sets. What I want, not yet. But that's the reason why we on here, to make this money, you know? So we jumping off the porch and we looking at the bigger goal in everything. Thank you. Thank you. Girl, I'm trying to learn how to just do a little bit of makeup, you know, just to have myself together during the day, you know. See, I just put a little bit of those drops on and, you know, everything looks clear. See, I don't know how to add that definition. I'm not into like, what is it? I don't even know what it's called where you use the darker, you know, concealer or whatever it is. I don't do all of that. I just have a smooth looking face. We're going to add depth like that. Yes, the contour. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Because my mind is all over the place. It can be a little stressful to get on live. I'm not going to lie. Just to kind of keep talking about something. Shit, we ain't even got into the topic yet. We haven't even got into the topic yet. Really. But I'm here. We showing up. But another thing is, like, I don't know how many times I'm gonna let a wave pass me by. Okay? All these people are out here getting to their bag and they do not care. They don't care about what y'all think about their content, and they don't care about what they say. They don't care about what they do. They just are getting it done and showing up. So that's the energy. That's the jump off the porch energy that we trying to have over here. Let me see how I look on this screen. Hi, my YouTube friends. If you're on here, I would love to know who's watching or where you are watching from. Okay, now that we have that. See, And I told myself, I said, look, we're gonna write out some points. We're gonna write out some points and follow. But we didn't do that today. We just got on because I told myself this week we are being productive. So if you guys are here during the week around this time, I'm gonna be live. So tell me where y'all at. Okay, so another big tip when it comes to jumping off the porch and just doing stuff is stop caring what people think. Like, as I'm saying these things, I'm actually talking to myself, because a lot of times you could just get caught up. Well, I know I do. And a lot of people probably struggle, because I know people who can't even get on a camera, you know? So obviously, it's mainly because you're worried about what other people think. And I don't care. Look, like I said, I don't know how to do makeup, but I'm on here just trying to figure it out, you know? Now, I know I'm on TikTok, but I'm going to talk to YouTube for a second. I know I still been getting followers on or subscribers on YouTube, so thank you so much to my new subscribers. I haven't posted any videos in a while. I was doing Kendra G like reaction videos, which I still like watching the Kendra G show, definitely. And I love reacting to that content. But I think at the time when I was doing it, it just became so much like, oh my gosh, all these women have the same stories. Like, all of them want this man, this amazing man. And really, I'm focusing on that content that's helping you improve, be better, be a better version of yourself, because that's really how you're going to get what you want when you become a better version of yourself. That means jumping off the porch with whatever it is that you want to do. Everybody don't want to be a content creator, but I mean, if you're on TikTok, if you're on YouTube, like, I mainly watch YouTube. I don't really watch TV like that. You might as well get to the money. Why not? Tell me where you guys are watching from. But yeah, you might as well get to the money, because you are helping all these other people get money in their pocket. I literally would scroll and scroll and scroll while I was at a job that I hated. That don't even make any sense. If it's not easy to sit up here and talk to a camera, I'm nervous. My nerves is up right now. But how bad do you want it? How bad do you want to make that change for yourself? I want it so bad, I'm willing to get uncomfortable. I'm uncomfortable right now. Posting on TikTok consistently is uncomfortable. Posting on YouTube, which I haven't done in a while, but hey, I'm here. I'm here. It's uncomfortable, you know? But you just got to do it. Okay, so I did my brows a little bit. See, I don't really do the concealer, but we'll try it today. I have a darker, this is not darker, I'm tripping, a lighter concealer. And then I also have a darker color concealer. What do we do? What do we do? See, I don't want to look like, let me just wipe this off. I'm scared. Let's see. So another thing when it comes to jumping off the porch, I am not a dancer, but as an adult, I started dancing. Like I mentioned earlier, I'm a Zumba instructor. I found Zumba because I actually had just moved to California. I no longer live in California, but I had just moved to California at the time. And I was just looking for something, like something that was just, it sounds so corny to say, but something that was going to light up my spirit. It really sounds corny, but that's the truth. Something that was going to light up my spirit and give me something fun to do outside of, adulting. So I started taking a Zumba class, and I would always be like in the back of the class. I would always be, just nope, I do not want to get in the front. I do not want to, I don't want anybody to see me. I'm barely moving because I'm like, okay, all these people are in here. We're just going to dance in this room. But then I had to get over it. I said, okay, this is really something I love to do. So slowly I started moving to the front of the class. And then all of a sudden, I guess this is where, I was manifesting and I didn't even know it, but I would visualize myself. And I believe in this stuff, but it honestly does sound kind of weird saying it out loud. So, whatever. But, and we using our finger because I told y'all I'm not a professional. Okay. We just trying to get the look. But, I manifested without even knowing that I was manifesting because I would visualize myself at the front of the class teaching. And I'm definitely a shy person. So in my mind, I was like, what? Like, why am I even thinking about that? Because I could never. And then, one day I built up the courage and I started working with that instructor. And I'm like, she's like, hey, if you want to teach a song, you could teach a song. And I'm like, all right. So I worked on this song, and looking back at it, the choreo was horrible. But I still did it. I didn't know how to flow with a class. I didn't know how to like do none of that, right? So, long story short, I ended up getting my certification and becoming an instructor, and then I started teaching classes. And throughout my time of teaching, I feel like I've had different experiences with different crowds and different type of people. I had younger people in my class, I had older people in my class, and um, then I had like a major setback. I ended up breaking my leg, and that was a lot. That was a lot. But I ended up breaking my leg, and at the time I had just got hired at LA Fitness, and I was like, oh my gosh. I called the lady while I'm sitting in the hospital bed. Okay, I had just got in the car accident. I'm in the hospital bed, and I called the director at the time from LA Fitness, and I'm like, I just got in a car accident and I just broke my leg. And so that was that. So I thought that everything was over at that point. And then went through my little rehab, got everything done with my leg, and then I started teaching again. I was able to go from, 2 to 3 people coming to my class to then having a full class. And I remember I went through a phase where I didn't want to teach anymore. So I stopped teaching for a while, and then I started teaching again, and I learned how to build a class up, you know. As you guys are coming in, let me know who's in here so I know that I'm not talking to myself. But I learned how to build a class up, and then I ended up getting in a relationship, and then I ended up moving out of state. So now I live in Texas. I had lived in Houston. Now I live in the Dallas area. But when I moved to Houston, that's when I really started to say, okay, I'm going to start teaching again. I got connected with LA Fitness, and I'm like, okay, we're going to get it done. We're going to get it done. And I don't know, I just didn't find the passion for it anymore. I couldn't find the passion. Like I had started to think in my mind, like, oh, I'm tired of teaching these Zumba songs. Like I want to teach some hip hop. I want to teach something that I actually like to listen to. So I ended up getting certified as a turn up dance fitness instructor. And if you coming in here, let me know that you in here. Let me know that you in here. Oh, I've already done 20 minutes. This is about to be a breeze, okay? But I ended up getting connected, getting certified turn up dance fitness. This was a while back. So once I moved to Texas, I got connected with the turn up ladies, and I had been trying to get a turn up class. The thing about me is I love doing activities or just being a part of things that build community, that help you build a community, because I feel like at this age, look, I'm not accepting anybody to come on my live. I'm just on here telling a story, but you can talk to me in the comments though. um but yeah, I love things that I could be a part of um that build around community. So as of right now, I don't have a turn up class, but I fell back in love with Zumba. So what I started to do was, I decided, I'm just like, okay, I'm not gonna pack my week down with a whole bunch of classes. I'm just gonna have one class a week, and I'm gonna dedicate my time to really like improving my craft, just improving with my dance skills, improving with, you know, just everything dance, just to become a better dancer overall. Get in shape, like be able to, because boy, let me tell you, when I started teaching again, I just thought that I could get up there and everything would be just fine. We were about to do the dances and it'll be fine. All I had to do was practice. Like, no, that endurance was not endurancing. I had to condition my body to be able to teach an hour-long class and still be able to talk and not pass out in front of my students. We don't want to do that. We definitely don't want to do that. So now I'm in the season of conditioning my body, being intentional about what I'm putting into my body, not because I want to lose weight. Like, I feel like with the habits, weight loss is going to come. But unlike the other times in my life that I've tried to do this, this is not my focus. Now, my focus is being a better dancer, improving overall, and I feel like everything else will fall into place. So, as you guys come in, let me just pause right here and just let you know that I'm just going over a little overview about who I am, what I do. This live should be, or once it gets to YouTube, it'll be called Jumping Off the Porch, because we're just talking about how you just jump off the porch and do it. You know what I'm saying? But so now I'm training my body. I'm training myself to be a better dancer, and I stepped outside of my comfort zone and applied for a position with a company. I'm not gonna say their name now because it's not official. I have to go through training first, but it'll be me creating choreography for classes each week. Now, if you are on my YouTube, I have a video. It's called Red Light Special. Outside of teaching, I would do chair dance classes, not consistently, but I would host special events and do like chair dance classes. So that's always been something that I love to do, but I felt like I just wasn't there as a dancer to be able to do it. But now that I know the power, you know, which I didn't know at the time was manifesting, but now I know it's me manifesting. But behind manifesting, you have to put in the work, obviously, right? But I'm manifesting that next step in my dance career, you know? So with this new company, I will be teaching choreography once a week. So I'm super excited because it's going to make me uncomfortable. It's going to force me to be more creative. It's going to force me to do things that I don't always want to do. and that is jumping off the porch. Jumping off the porch and doing it, because if I would have had the same mindset that I had when I started teaching Zumba initially, um, it would, I wouldn't even have the courage to be able to go apply for anything like that. So I feel like I'm creating my own lane as like a dancer, you know? I'm not one of those dancers who, been dancing since they were younger in ballet or anything like that. My background is cheer. I've been a cheerleader for a long time, and occasionally as a kid we got on a few dance teams here and there, but nothing consistently. I just love movement, and the new company that I'm going to be working with, they mainly focus on adults who want to get back into their dance journey. You don't have to be a professional. And, I've been to, like I said, I moved from California to Texas. So I've been to those classes in LA, that I see a lot of people traveling to just to get there. And not to say it like, oh, I've been there, done that, but it can be a intimidating space to be in sometimes when you're not a professional dancer, or you're a woman in their 30s who just decided like, look, we we're gonna start dancing again. It's not always an easy thing to do. So I love how this company operates, and I'm happy to be a part of what they're doing. And in order for me to be successful, I have to work on myself. So jumping off the porch, building, that confidence to be able to know I'm creating this routine, and I know they're going to love it. I know they're going to have a good time. And I know that, you know, that I'm an instructor that's likable, that you can come in and party with me and be yourself. We mainly gonna focus on sexy. We still doing Zumbas on Saturday. But whenever I teach during the week, we're gonna focus on like sexy vibes. Welcome into the live. Make sure, if you can, tell me who's here. Tell me what you're doing. Tell me where you're from. Tell me if you resonate with this message. Tell me what you want to hear. Tell me something. Like I said before, we doing makeup, and I don't do too much, but I told myself I want to start getting dressed every day. It just makes you feel good. You have a good attitude, and even if you don't wear makeup, because I'm not going to wear makeup every single day, but when it's time for a look, like, what can I do with what I have right now that's gonna give me a cute little look, so that we don't have to always go out looking barefaced. But I'm not doing nothing today. Just around the house. I went to the gym this morning, and let me tell you, if y'all are not using Chat GPT to your benefit, what are you doing? Some people don't want to evolve with AI, but I told Chat GPT my goals, and I said, come up with a schedule for me to follow during the week to get all these things done that I need to do. And it laid out a plan for me. I'm the type of person that I have to have a step by step, like a step by step. Look, this is what you got to do now. Even if it wasn't Chat GPT, if I would have took the time to just create it myself, then, either way it goes, I just need to have everything laid out. Does it make a difference when you use two different mascaras? Let's see. Like I said, we trying stuff. I kind of like the way this Fenty Eavesdrops looks. Let me see what it will look like if I put just a little bit of this concealer. Ooh, what did I do? That might be a little bit too much. Look, just gonna let it sit and marinate for a second. We're gonna let it sit and marinate for a second, and then I'll really try to blend it. Ugh. But I guess they say that will add definition. See, now I feel like I look unrealistically bright. Mm. Jesus, got something in my eye. See, my light is not all that right here. Let's see. Ooh, what happened to my eye? But yeah, I'll be here every week. My schedule is I should be live, but oh, look at me. I got something in my eye. I don't have a towel or anything right here. Hold on for just a second. Let's see. Oh. Okay, I don't know what I did wrong, but yeah, I'll be live. I'll try to go live each week. We're just gonna talk about something. I don't know. Today, I just wanted to kind of um, give a little introduction about who I am and talk about, all the different ways I kind of jumped off the porch. Well, I don't even think I really got into that, really. Well, yeah, we talked about how I became a Zumba instructor and how I, jumped off the porch and decided to go on like a dance path, at the big old age that I'm at right now. Um, Also, I feel like just making decisions in life, I jumped off the porch and moved to Texas because of a relationship. And, I don't regret it, but that's not something that I would recommend to anybody. I just got lucky. You never know who you dealing with at the end of the day, but I got lucky. But looking back on how everything, kind of took place, I wouldn't recommend it to anybody, but y'all grown, do what y'all do. But jumping off the porch, moving to a whole nother state, that is that's stressful within itself because like I said earlier, if you guys been here since earlier, I'm big on like community. And now that I'm here, not having, a big community or I have to create my own community. That's the thing that can be a little stressful. So, doing things like this, like I work from home. I do have a 9 to 5 and I work from home. So I don't always get those in person interactions. I have to do something else. I have to put myself in the position to meet people, in the position to like build my community. So the best way for me is dance. Back in the day, I used to do Herbalife. Like, if you scroll, I don't know about TikTok, but I know on YouTube, I've had a few videos like from when I first started posting. Maybe it was like 2014 or 2014 or 2015. I would post my Herbalife stuff, but a lot of people be hating on Herbalife, but it's the community. It's the community behind it. So, you know, we thinking about things. I'm not saying I want to get back on it because it's kind of pricey. I'm not gonna lie, but I'm just trying to figure out how to build a community. Hopefully, once I start doing, well, I'm not gonna say hopefully, but once I start teaching at this new location, that's when we're gonna really start building our community. Look, okay, we're gonna set it. This is not setting powder, this is foundation powder, but I'm gonna keep telling y'all I'm not a professional with this makeup, okay? But I heard that you have to set your foundation with a powder, and this is the only powder that I have, so let's use this. It definitely can be a little scary when starting something new. Like today, because I've been stumbling on what to talk about today, but we're here. And I got a few people on TikTok, a few people on YouTube, so we went in today, okay? If you guys are in here and have been here, ask me some questions or tell me where y'all from, what y'all doing right now, what y'all eating, what y'all gonna do for the rest of the day. So for me, like I said, ChatGPT has my day laid out. So I have to handle some business, but we always gonna get this done first. First thing in the morning, we going to the gym. We getting that done early. I was dragging today, I'm not gonna lie. I did not want to go. Like, I really felt like I did not want to go, but I pushed through. And I definitely had to drink an energy drink, but I don't know. I might get off now. I've been on for a good 37 minutes. Okay. Make sure you like the video. That would really help. And make sure you share it if you're on TikTok. Like I said, you could follow me on YouTube at NAYS, or you can follow me on TikTok at Beautiful Miss Nay. This is for my YouTube friends. I go live every Saturday on TikTok. If you guys want to take a Zumba class with me, I don't know if I'm going to start going live on YouTube just yet as far as my classes go. But if you guys, if I get some type of interaction and y'all tell me y'all want to see that on the YouTube side, then, we'll figure it out. But moral of the story today is, don't let your mind hold you back from what it is that you want to do, because you may have like a $1 million idea, or just following your true instincts is going to put you in the position that you want to be in. I believe that. If you had a job that you hate, and it don't have to always be content, it don't have to always be, getting online and talking to a camera like a weirdo, it can be whatever else it is for you. Shit, I don't have time to come up with examples right now. But whatever it is for you, just follow that path. If you don't feel like the passions that you you have, or the things that you love to do, is something that could bring you income one day, still do it anyway. You never know. You never know what it's going to do. And that's the goal here. That's the goal here. Just going to keep showing up, keep getting on these lives, keep posting my videos. Now, when I get back to YouTube, that's gonna be a different story, because we have to come up with a game plan. But for now, we'll get these daily lives. Trying to think, did I miss anything else before I get off? Because I've pretty much done my little makeup. Not too much. Let me do my spray. my Fix Plus. Now, what I'm learning about my skin is I think I want to be matte. I don't know if they have a matte like setting spray, but my waxer actually gave me a suggestion on a setting spray that is supposed to be long lasting. I don't know what it's called right now, but it's in a pink bottle, and I'm gonna try some of that, but I don't want to be shiny. I feel like that's what make makeup that makes makeup look fake when it's shiny. So I know today I was kind of talking in circles a little bit, but tomorrow we'll have a better plan laid out. It's just I just wanted to get on and get it done today. So thank you guys so much for watching. My goal was an hour, but I think 40 minutes is cool. 40 minutes is pretty good. So if you're watching this on the replay, because this is honestly something that I should just delete, but we're gonna keep it on the replay. If you watch it on the replay, go ahead and like the video. Make sure you comment and give me some suggestions. We're new to this, not true to this, okay? So help me out if you got something for me. But other than that, hope you guys enjoy the rest of your Monday. Do something that lights up your spirit today. Do something that makes you happy. Do something that is going to just cater to your mental health and just make you feel like you are living your best life, because it's all about what you believe in your mind. So I'm getting up off of here. Enjoy the rest of y'all day. Bye.